driving through Butler, Kansas.
Disappointing. Glasses are.
I left my other ones in the Smurf, so.
Don't try to be something you're not, right?
I love these. I love Oakleys. I love both of them. We're in Butler, Kansas. And we're heading to Texas to meet up with the ranch fairy himself.
Slumping the hogs there, brother.
That crazy guy. We're gonna go down there and chase hogs around on the ranch and learn as much as we can about big cut-on contact broadheads and heavy FOC arrows and all of that jazz. And try to shoot some pigs too, and Grant's coming. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
What are you
He's
doing?
back there. He never stops.
What are you doing? You're a machine, dude.
He's a machine.
I know. That's what you guys call me, so.
Just an absolute purebred.
Yeah, and Ted brought his bull riding robe because we're going to Texas.
Oh yeah, baby. Cream of the crop down here.
Ripping them, boy, ripping them.
We're gonna hit up Dale Brisby and tell him, hey, put us on one.
Yeah, I said, Ted, what's that rope for? He's like, well, we're going to Texas.
There's
Just
gonna
in
be
case.
opportunity everywhere.
There's going to be opportunity everywhere to ride some bulls. So, well, maybe we'll shoot some pigs and ride some bulls and meet a crazy fairy. Pretty good chance.
Sounds like my kind of trip.
We're living classy tonight too. We're getting a hotel. What'd you get?
Made it to a Super 8. It's $50 a night. That's what Jacob says.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's probably about worth $50 a night. You want to try it?
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 beds. What's worse that happens? You get some bed bugs, probably.
Yeah. I've had those before,
Have
believe
you?
it or not.
Really?
Yeah, they suck.
That one Zach and I stayed in Georgia had cockroaches in it. That was kind of cool. That was $40 a night, so 50 should be better.
Yeah, maybe slight upgrade.
Dang, man. That's nice.
Did you get a new truck?
See the skins on this thing?
Oh, I was filming it.
We got it. Got our motel key. Really nice lady. They give you a little breakfast baggie in the morning. They don't have like a complimentary like breakfast buffet thing.
What is it, grits?
Have you ever eaten 8 grits?
Yeah.
They're good.
Been to a Waffle House?
Yeah, well, there you go. There's a door right there. I think you can use that one. I'm gonna park on the side of the building, I think.
What, do you not trust people?
Well, we can't see nothing from back here. And we got a lot of valuable stuff in the back of the truck that I can't lock. And I'm
Trust the kind folk of Kansas?
we're in Oklahoma,
Oklahoma.
Jacob.
The boys of Oklahoma, you don't trust them?
Yeah, I don't trust most of them.
Oh yeah. This is gravy, son.
Looks like somebody threw up on the carpet.
It smells like they're deep cleaning it with COVID. A lot of chemical smell coming from here, but it looks nice. Looks nice.
They are heavily sanitizing in here.
This would be my bed here.
It's kind of nice. You're into this sort of thing.
Remember what Ward said to you when you were applying to be an intern?
Yeah, I mean, we just sleep on the side of the road. So, here we are.
Yeah, look at us now.
One time in 2 years, we stayed in a motel, I should say. This is not a hotel.
Camper and
Yeah, did the camper
the whole
even,
nine.
Did the camper even move all spring?
We'll see you in the morning. Look at this Ted right here. Get some footage of this. Welcome to Texas.
Welcome to Texas. 2 minutes out. It's a Brahmin. It's a Brangus, Jake. Look at this Brangus.
Come on. Go. Hey, come on. Obedient. Look at this ass.
There it is. Almost past it. Surveillance video. Made it, Ted. Let's go find some pigs.
Good luck getting that gate open. Looks like it's locked for him.
Is Grant here then already?
Yeah, he said he was gonna be here in like 1.
There's his Prius. Is that what he's driving now?
Yeah.
Glad he's got his shirt off.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, man. Oh, you are tall. Okay, you're long armed. Good to see you, bud.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You said 30 inches. I was like, okay. Well, what is that?
What's up, man?
How's it going?
People must be exhausted from watching me do everything. What else would there be on here? We need to kill some stuff, guys.
Yeah.
How do you know you can even ride?
Yeah, see that?
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Those are sharp. Okay. We'll find out. I think we'll sharpen them. They just taste like metal.
In case you're wondering.
If you're wondering, WD-40 keeps the worms out, so we're good on that. It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be like.
But once you get your, once you decide to shoot, don't be patient. So you're not public land hunting. They're not going to walk off. So we've talked about this. We talked about this on the podcast and the other ones we've done. You guys face these conditions where you're up in the tree, a deer's coming. That's it. That's what you got.
Oh yeah, you got to
It's
draw and you got
42.
your shot and that's it.
You got to make it work.
Yeah.
Right? Or and 3 days later, you don't
Yeah.
see a deer. You're not going to have that trouble. They're going to be there. So don't rush it. And the most common thing that people do is shoot quartering in. Their physiology is very strange. They have very tall lungs and they're very short. I prefer to draw when their butt's to me. You may have to let down 3 times. I've let down 3 to 5 times. I prefer to draw. So if that's the one I'm shooting, when they turn their butt to me, I draw on them, and then they'll move. So when they're broadside, if you draw, they're gonna move. They move. They make me look like I'm sitting still.
When they're eating their corn and there's 20 pigs in there,
They're fighting like
it's
crazy.
like
Yeah, they're greedy.
that loud.
Yeah, they don't. So you don't have a. You're not in a rush. You're not in a hurry. You want to make the right shot, go recording away right in the armpit, and we'll fling a few at the old pigger here and check that. But just be patient with them. I don't care what you shoot. You shoot whatever you want, but be patient when you're going to get your shot. Don't rush the shot. If you draw on them and they quarter to, just let down. You need to look at their back legs. So when you look at them broadside, look at their back legs, and if you can see the other leg, they're quartering to. Remember, they turn like a barrel.
Okay.
They are solid objects. This is better. Deer bend in the middle.
Right.
A pig does like this. So, here for the camera angle, that's a quartering in shot. It doesn't look like much.
Right. But
Okay.
that's why you look at the back leg.
You look at the back legs, and if you
Okay.
can see this leg over here, it's quartering in. Just wait. They're not going anywhere, man. Let down or stay on them. And then if they flatten out or quarter, blast them.
Is this pretty accurate?
That's very accurate. The shoulder
So,
blade's
like-
real low and forward.
Man, if you hit just barely high a center on them, you're in no man's.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Their lungs are as big as my hand. Lower 1/3, straight up the leg, right there. Just right there.
We're at Ranch Fairies. Starting to get bows set up. Then we're gonna hunt pigs.
I have lights on the feeders that you don't need a bow-mounted light. We've started installing lights on the feeders themselves, but you do need a lighted pin for late. So we're just double checking batteries and everything to make sure that the lights are going to work. So you don't shoot in the dark. Seriously, in the dark. Are you a fighter?
Yeah.
Seriously?
No.
No.
He was hand fishing in
Catfishing.
Oklahoma last week.
Oh, is that catfish?
Yeah.
There is a good spot.
Maybe just a hair high.
That's fine. Yeah, there or lower.
That is interesting. How the vitals sit differently in a pig versus a deer.
Yeah, real
Like
low.
that. They do. They sit low and forward. And like Troy said, they're more narrow. So like the angle that they're at is way more important.
Okay, so let's just check your zero. How long has it been since you shot that thing? Last year?
January.
Okay. I don't think you're gonna have any trouble. Shots are 18, 16, 20 yards way too far. Man, that's far. Like a snug. And then I can either buff those up, or I have a set of 200 Maasais that are absolutely, don't even get your shadow on them scary sharp.
Okay.
And we can just roll those on there if you want. This piece right here, that's the spot.
Okay.
Never hunted on a ranch before.
Welcome to Texas.
So hey, it'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. So I put plumber's tape on my threads just to keep them a little more solid. And I do like this setup. So Jake's got stock inserts. Those inserts are somewhere in the neighborhood of about 40 or 50 grains, okay? But we're shooting a 200 grain broadhead. So what that does is it maximizes your FOC, and also these 200 grain broadheads, the steel is just next level. So from a structural integrity standpoint, it's really hard to argue with 0.07 thick steel and a scary single bevel. Here, put that in the quiver. More arrows. These are, I would not lick these. I would just not lick them. So every lighted knock's got a weakness of some type. Sometimes the triggers go off and on their own or whatever. I shoot Luminox, and I've been doing it forever. The Price Brothers are great, mostly because Luminox have a stock boning knock in them, which makes them, accuracy is the first thing, okay? So a lot of people want to debate back and forth whether the lighted knock works. That's fine, but if it does not work, and all of them have weaknesses, and it flies 3 feet to the right, you're still in a bad spot. So I found these to be super accurate. One trick though with a Luminox in particular is because these posts are exposed and they can touch on each other and light up.
And run them down in your quiver.
Right, so they run them down. No, they run them down when you're storing them.
Oh, okay.
There's like 25 of them in here.
Okay.
So I just roll them up, touch it, roll it up, touch it, roll it up, and then they stay good.
There you go.
I learned that the hard way by having the Price Brothers sent me a bunch of Luminox, and then 6 weeks later I have them. Not their fault they didn't work. You're not supposed to use your teeth to get the knocks pulled back, but I have dental insurance, so. Do not pull knocks and stuff with one of these on pointy end. You will stab yourself in the leg, and then you'll bleed, and there'll be sadness. And we do not want bleeding and sadness. So take the broadheads off, work on the lighted knock end, and then screw the broadheads back on.
That's probably a good plan.
I've cut the heck out of myself a couple times, and it's super inconvenient, the whole bleeding thing.
It's that easy, huh?
No, I've destroyed hundreds of broadheads over my life. I'm 51 years old, so I've ruined a few broadheads, and after ruining a ton of them, you finally get to the point that you can do this and freehand it. You're gonna go to the OSB blind.
Sweet.
So that's at 8 o'clock. All right, grab the scooter, Chris. Run them into the Marriott.
Okay. Come along, Grant. Well, hey,
See you guys later.
we'll be back. We'll be back. Don't worry.
I'm gonna miss you.
Good luck, Aaron. I figured I was filming tonight.
Yeah, if you shoot, just
I get killed on tonight. I know.
If you shoot, just text me or call me.
Okay.
And just stay put.
Okay. Alright, so we're all set up in Texas. Grant's over my shoulder here. He's going to be filming from the ground. And we got a feeder right in front of us. It's going to go off here in a little bit, I guess. Probably scare the hell out of me. Got a wind blowing kind of almost right towards Grant over there. And apparently the pigs generally come from either straight out in front or off to our right here. So never killed a pig before. I messed up there in Mississippi on that one. So I'm looking for some redemption. I was planning on just filming tonight, so hopefully in an hour, a couple hours here, we'll have a pig down. At least between me and Aaron, hopefully we get one down the first night here. That'd be sweet. Shot the bows a little bit when we got here. She's still on, so I guess now we just wait. See how it goes. I'm gonna get this camera stuff set up, and we seem to be in quite the hurry when we were coming out here, so I'm guessing they could show up at any point here. It's all rutted up underneath the tripod here, so.
So that's Nervous Ned right there. And he's jumping around.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can see this back pig's bigger.
Oh, so that's what he's waiting for.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to shoot that back pig. That's Nervous Ned. Nervous Ned's going to come out and cross this opening right here tonight about 5 minutes before the feeder goes off usually, and hook around and come walking in like that.
So you think I should just wait on him?
He's not leaving.
Getting ready to head out here in just a second.
If nothing happens tonight over there, feeder goes off and y'all sit there.
How long do you sit? Or would you just kind of text
two
him?
2 or 3 hours. I mean, it's right there.
Okay.
Wait, they're coming.
Right.
There is no reason not to reload. There is no limit, no laws. Keep shooting.
They want as many of these things gone as possible, and you'll never kill them all.
Nope. We've tried. Helicopters do pretty good, but you have to have a high fence. Helicopter. That is spectacular. It's not even, it's hard to describe. You're hanging out the side of a helicopter with an AR, with a red dot sight, 4 mags on you. There's a whole line of them. You just shoot them from back to front. Kill 8 or 9 of them. Just. And then he'll say, I saw one get away, and he'll fly back and go find a big one. And he needs them out of there. You know, it's a carrying capacity issue. So anything that lives takes the place or impedes other things. So he's not concerned about having pigs as much as his carrying capacity is affected by this. They eat everything.
There's just two, yeah.
They can beat the kudu and axis deer and all that.
Right.
They beat them at their own game. So we just wipe them out.
Sure.
Just figure out how to get back in there. You don't want to be over there if they have those familiar footprints. And then you're screwed. So just stay behind those trees and look into it. Yeah, okay. There's a walkthrough. There's a chair there, and there's a chair hanging in the tree for you. All right, and then just hang out. Let me know when it spins. Because if it doesn't go off or something's broke, I can move you. Okay. All right, guys. Shoot them in the big part towards the front. Yeah. Got you. Got it. Got you. I'll call you or text you. Look at all these pig tracks in here. See 'em? There's some deer tracks in there too, but lots of those are pigs. Bunches of them. There's your chair, Ted. Is that a scorpion? What? Yeah, it is. Don't sit on that. Ted, don't sit on that. I'm not gonna sit on it. Get him out of there. Me and Ted are set up next to this feeder out here at the ranch. Troy Fowler, the ranch fairy on YouTube, invited us to come down here and hunt pigs with him this summer. This is where he does all of his testing on, heavy arrows, broadheads, and so on and so forth. So we all drove down, met Grant down here today, and he's putting us on these pigs. This is the first time I've ever been on any sort of like a guided ranch hunt or anything. It's not what we're used to, but it's pretty fun so far. Troy's not running like an outfitting business or anything here. He just takes his family and friends out here on this ranch that he manages for his family. We actually came up here in one of his old folding chairs that he's got, and a blind had a scorpion in it. Dude, there's another one right behind you, but it's dead.
Serious?
It's dead. It's just the outside skin of it. You should have seen Ted's eyes just now.
Where?
He got like this big.
Yeah. Are you sure it's dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
Before.
It's dead, dude.
That wasn't there before.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't there before.
That white scorpion?
Yeah, that wasn't there.
That's
I'm sure that's not dead.
That thing's dead, dude.
I can touch it.
It's a skeleton.
No, look at it. It's moving.
What? It's not moving. It's dead. See?
I don't think that was there.
You're...
I looked.
Seems pretty dead to me.
What the
He's fine, just leave him there. Yeah, it's just a skeleton of a scorpion.
I guess I didn't see that.
It's just a shell of him, dude. Jake and Grant are over in a different spot tonight. We got here, Troy sharpened my broadheads up for me, and then sent me and Ted out here. We're sweating our butts off, but this feeder's supposed to go off at like 8 o'clock is what he said. And then the pigs are just gonna come in here and show up. We're gonna wait until they give us a good shot and hopefully get one of them. Never hunted pigs before. Always wanted to do this, so we're pretty excited. Other than almost sitting on scorpions, that's the only negative thing so far. So I better shut up so we can see some pigs.
Yeah, you better keep down now.
All right. Ted's afraid to sit back in his chair now because of these scorpions. Dinner is served, pigs. Feeder just went off. That's our cue to start getting ready. I know I look like a moron, but this will be a cool video if it works. He's doing just like what Troy said they were gonna do. He's going up in that thick stuff. Right there. Ted. Alright, he's coming, but he's real cautious. Here he is, right here. 40. Nope, just smelled us. Yep, he's right here. There he goes. See him cutting across. He's running back. I'm pretty sure that was a big boar, and he did exactly like Troy and Chris were talking about. He circled downwind of that feed and was coming into it, and I felt the wind just barely flutter and hit me in my back. And he stopped. He smelled us for sure right there.
to celebrate too soon. But blood was pumping out of that one pretty good. I got too excited in Mississippi though, and we didn't end up finding that one, so. There was blood flying out of him though, and he almost looked like he was losing his legs already after 40, 50 yards. Grant texted me right away when they came in. He said I'd wait. So I waited for, I don't know how long it was, 5, 10 minutes. And I think it was a smaller boar. I guess I don't really care or know. But he came in even closer than the bait is here, whatever. He's probably, I don't know, 15 yards. Faced towards me, and when I drew back on him, then he just kept facing me. So I let down, just gathered myself again. And that's what Troy said. He said, you might have to draw back a couple times on him, but just make sure you're patient and wait for a good shot. And that's what I did. Waited till he was quartered away. And I think it went in, I don't know, maybe an inch or two behind his shoulder, his closer shoulder. And I think it exited right in front of his opposite shoulder, so I think it was a pretty good shot. But I guess we'll see. I got another arrow knocked. We'll see what happens here, I guess. That was fun. All of a sudden I looked up and they were just right there. Only 20 yards from the feeder. I think Troy might want us to wait for bigger pigs, or they said just be patient. You should see a good boar, but I figured since we got daylight, and I've never shot a pig before, so I don't care how big it is. And I know that that's a good eating size, and that's mostly what I wanted when we were coming down here, is I want to bring a decent sized pig home to eat, or maybe a couple of them. So hopefully there's one down. Hopefully Aaron and Tethrd are having some luck too. This is fun. I never thought when I was a kid that I'd be hunting bigger game with a bow in the middle of summer. Just, I mean, from being from Wisconsin, that's not an option. So you guys down south or wherever pigs are got it pretty good as far as having something to do. I know they're such a nuisance, but I know what I'd be doing if I lived down south. It just burned right through them. You can't see very much on it just because it's covered in sand, but it's bright red based off where I hit him. I don't think it's going to be far based off what I saw, but I've been wrong before. There was a pig that stuck around that almost acted like he was looking at, maybe that pig fell just over there. He kind of got out of sight for me, but he, like I said, it looked like he was kind of stumbling a little bit maybe when I last saw him. But I'll send this to Aaron and Ted, and hopefully they send us a picture back pretty soon. And there's another pig stood around. Like he was maybe looking at him, even falling down over there, you know. But like when he ran off, he kind of was running like almost sideways, you know.
Like 5 yards inside the bush.
I hope so. Alright, so we sat for another hour or so. And it's been dark here for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. We're going to start trying to track this pig. Like I said, I could see blood spraying out of it when he was running off, so. He says he might be 5 yards in the timber. I hope that's the truth.
Crime scene.
There you go. Splatter.
Think you got him?
Hope so.
Pretty easy blood trail. He's gonna get right into the brush. He's gonna be dead.
Looks like he, yeah, he's really digging there. You can see where his track is.
There's blood on the leaf. Oh, he's right there.
I thought that pig was acting like it was looking at something. Yeah, he didn't go. What is that? 85, 90 yards?
Oh no.
70?
50 yards.
Oh yeah, the feeder is right there. I'm looking at the light. That's the exit right there. Right in front of the shoulder. Offside shoulder. She was quartered away pretty good when I shot. And, ooh, yeah, that's why I saw blood running down.
Yeah, jeez.
That's why I saw it squaring out. She was going away. First pig, dude.
That's where you, that's the exit or where you
That's
hit?
the entry, yep.
I see.
Yep. So I was aiming at that opposite shoulder, or you know, in front of it.
Mm-hmm. You said she was quartering
Quartered
away.
away pretty good, obviously, because it just went straight through. So
Yeah.
that's the angle she was at. Weird creatures, man. Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
the whole time. It's
Weird creature. Yeah. Isn't that wild? Did you feel just real relaxed with them there though, like you had all day?
When I first saw him, like I had to keep wiping my hands off on my pants. And
I
stuff,
saw
'cause
you.
my
I
palms
filmed
were
you do it,
sweating.
I think.
I was pretty nervous at first, but it's nice because, like, I mean, like you said, they're not going anywhere once they get in there and they're comfortable. My dad will be happy about that. Like that's I feel like that's the perfect size to eat. Maybe a little smaller, but
No, that's perfect.
yeah, you get a lot of meat off that thing.
Oh, they're freaky. Look at the tail. Just wagging. That's what ripped up my dog.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, dude. She recovered?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that would do it for sure. It's real sharp.
There's a sow too.
Mm-hmm.
My dog brought me a piglet.
Really?
Yeah. Sow.
That would do it.
Sow came in and over and got her. So what was that? That was
That
the
was
grizzly
the-
stick?
Yeah, that was a grizzly stick.
Maasai or something?
Maasai, yep. Yeah. How many pounds would you say that is? I'm sure.
That's probably,
but I was gonna guess
I don't
like
have a
80. But
yeah, probably
I really
80.
don't have.
Maybe like 70, 80.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like really textbook eating size.
I don't know. That's.
I mean, that I would imagine like was it that hard?
Yeah.
Like you hit here and sliced? I
Mhm.
see. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, that was the angle because like it exited in front of the shoulder, and like it might have even had its back end towards me a little more. You know, where it cut more. If that makes sense. Like it was more like this.
Right.
It's graphic. Put that
Yeah,
in
it
black
is.
and white. See if YouTube allows that.
Yeah.
One, two, three. Here we go. Let's go show him.
Got him, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Heard you passed one.
No, I didn't. I definitely didn't.
Grant's like, that's a total war thing to do.
I like sows. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Holy smokes.
I don't know if YouTube would like that one.
That is outstanding. The little two blade broadheads don't do much damage.
No.
That is outstanding.
could-
Was the blood trail great?
Crime scene.
Foaming.
Yeah. Grant was so far away from me, so I'm just like, I looked at my phone. I was gonna text him just to make sure he was filming, because I was gonna shoot. And I looked at my phone. He's like, "I'd wait." I'm like, "Oh." We waited for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Then I got impatient too. I was like, all right, shoot one.
Like I'd never killed a pig before.
Yeah,
and
right.
I figured that's probably a good eater size.
Well,
too.
you want to eat one. That's a
Yeah.
great one to eat.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
How many pounds would you say that is?
75,
75. That's
Yeah.
what you said.
70. It's perfect eating
Perfect
size.
shot.
Well, it's so cool that like this is an I mean, it's not cool that they're such a nuisance, but it's like an opportunity year round. that
It's
you can just, like,
unbelievable.
hunt a big game.
It's the
type animal.
best bow hunting target ever on the earth because there's no rules.
Mhm.
They're a nuisance. You can practice. You can test things. You're gonna shoot if you set up things right, and it allows you to prepare for what you want to do.
Yeah.
Right. And then when you get a deer in front of you, you
Yeah.
shot
There's no
15
better,
of these.
There's no
Right.
better
It's just-
practice for
No,
like.
there's no
yeah.
better practice. That's what I was telling about the channel. That's why I shifted my channel from trying to hunt to, wow, I have all these targets I can just test things on and try it out, right? I mean, I'm going to get a 15-yard shot or 20-yard ideal deer hunting distance.
Yeah. That broadhead's so sharp that it cut every single thing that it came in contact with.
Right.
A dull broadhead isn't gonna cut all that. It's just
Right.
gonna push through. But like everything that it touched, it just like butter. You know, it sliced it wide open.
How wide is that broadhead?
It's 1 1/8 inch. It's a grizzly stick Maasai. Did his job.
Yeah.
Split this rib right here. The rib is absolutely just cut off.
Still sharp? Any dings in it at
Sharper
all?
than most of them come out of the package. It feels like. I guess Troy.
There's a ding right there.
Yeah,
they
there's a
ding.
couple dings.
It went across solid bone and started rotating.
Right.
It's fine. I'll get that out.
I mean, it's sharp still.
Yeah, that's sharper than most the field or the heads most people take to the field. I'd say still.
Yeah. No, that one was stropped and it was terrifying. I promise you. I'll tell you what we'll do. She ain't gonna go bad, so let's eat real quick. I got a bunch of food sitting on the stove for you guys, and then we'll come out and clean this thing up. And keep moving.
That's good.
Barney geese, I got it.
Elk.
Elk.
Yeah,
that's
good. I need a good excuse for you to shoot one this fall then. You got stuff like this then.
Oh, yeah, you drew Wyoming or what?
Yeah. In a perfect world, I would shoot one.
we're just gonna ham it and backstrap it and be done with it. All right, so error number 1. Always put ice on the bottom of the ice chest because the bottom of the ice chest is hot and the meat's hot. You got to get ice under it so it'll work from both directions. So then layer of ice, the meat's on top of it, and then we'll put a layer of ice on top of that. I have a friend who's a meat processor, and he says the bones stay hotter for a very long time, and so if you leave them on the naked bottom of the ice chest, they very slowly cool off, and it can ruin the quality of the meat. So that's what he told me to do. He processes 400 or 500 deer a year, so I don't. So I'll go with that. He sounds smart. So we got a big ding here. Split, split, split. Liver has a laceration on it that's minor. So 1, 2, 3, and that one is trying to be cut through. So 3 ribs popped, and then it
Look
went
at
in.
that rib right there.
Yeah, just shattered.
It didn't slow down.
Didn't slow down. Didn't make any noise when it hit.
Not a
It
lot,
just,
no.
just a little chut sound. It's unbelievable.
I don't remember a noise
Right,
that it made.
you
so.
didn't hear pop.
Yeah.
I've shot them this way intentionally with those single bevels, and it goes chut, and you're like, really? I mean, where's the boom? You know, I mean, come on, let's do something here. Exit wound is. It's just amazing how small that is compared to.
Yeah, that's the actual diameter of the head, and this is what it did.
It just rode down, and when it found purchase on this rib, it just took a.
That's the thing, though. With an angled shot like that, it doesn't deflect.
No.
They just
No.
go straight in.
And I guarantee it was on the move. There is no doubt this pig was moving when you shot it.
Yeah, well.
I mean, they don't sit still.